I'm Zach Mims from Frappes Italian Grill, or FIG. We're going to do shrimp carbonara today. So, a little bit about shrimp carbonara. The owner of the restaurant, Meryl, and her husband, Bobby was known as Bobby Carbonara. So anytime he'd go out to eat, he'd order carbonara if it was on the menu. And he made carbonara a lot. It's a peasant Italian dish. We've jazzed it up a little bit. We're going to do a little different things that make it kind of unique to Florida and to the restaurant. So first thing we start with, our wild caught white shrimp. This is called a U15, meaning there's under 15 in a pound. Okay? We always get it with the peel on. I've peeled some ahead of time. So we're going to take about 10 shrimp. Got a nice hot pan here. Add a little bit of olive oil. Lay our shrimp in here. You don't want to overcrowd the pan. Leave lots of space. It's all right to use a bigger pan than need be. Needed. Now while those are cooking, I've got some boiling water here. I've got a little penne rigate. It's penne pasta with ridges. So we're going to drop that. Al dente pasta to the tooth. Al dente takes about 9 minutes for penne. So we're not going to cook past that. Oh, we're getting a nice sear on the shrimp. We're caramelizing all the sugars in the shrimp. Get a nice little bit of brown on there. I'm going to add just a touch of kosher salt. A little bit of fresh ground black pepper. We're going to cook the shrimp until they're about 3/4 of the way done. Then we're going to remove them from the pan and we'll make the sauce. Having a nice hot pan really helps. Shrimp and other seafood has such a high water content that you need a hot pan to actually caramelize it, otherwise you just spoil it. Oh, there we are. Pull those out. Now, in Italy we'd add guanciale, or a cured pork jowl. In America we're going to use a little applewood smoked bacon. About 5 slices of bacon. We're going to render all the fat out to make the bacon nice and crispy. Let it caramelize. Now that the bacon's rendered down, you can see there's lots of good fat that's come off of that. You can see the bacon starting to crisp up. Now we're going to add 1/2 cup of chopped sweet onion. Teaspoon of garlic. And 1/2 cup of ripe sweet peppers. Smells good, doesn't it? Alright. We're just sweating the peppers and onions. Doesn't take very long. Okay. Now, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. We'll cook this for just a minute. Turn the heat down. Okay, our pasta is almost cooked. I'm going to show you what al dente means. Al dente is to the tooth. If you're unsure, take a piece of pasta out, cut it right in half. What you're looking for is the uncooked part of the pasta in the center. Now that's going to continue to cook, but right now it's called al dente, to the tooth. You want it to be a little firm because we're going to continue to cook it in the sauce. Now I'm going to add the pasta to the sauce. And if you notice, I didn't drain it all the way. In fact, I'm going to add a little more water right to it. That's because the pasta is going to continue to drink the sauce. Now at this stage, I'm going to add the shrimp back to it that are not completely cooked. See? the pasta is probably just perfect al dente now. We're gonna add just a hair more pasta water to it, because I can tell it's gonna have to drink up a little bit more. All right. Now, it's almost the right consistency. We're gonna add our hard cheese. This is a grated Pecorino. Turn that down and let it simmer. And if y'all will follow me out to the garden, and this is Italian flat leaf parsley. Now, there's two types of parsley, and we actually have both of them in the garden, I believe. This is Italian flat leaf, and right over next to you is our curly parsley, which I'll come over here and show you so you can see the difference in the two. This is curly parsley and flat leaf parsley. All right, we've got our curly parsley and Italian parsley. We're gonna use Italian parsley. And we're not gonna chop it up, we're just gonna kinda give it a little tear, try not to get much stem in there. There's a little bit of color to it. And parsley has a real nice, fresh, fragrant taste. All right, and now since this was originally peasant food, the best way to feed somebody on a small budget, on a small amount of food, increase the amount of protein. So right here, we're gonna finish this with 1 egg yolk. Pop that in there. Stir it around. The egg will cook slightly, but you want to get it mixed in good so it doesn't curdle. Otherwise you get scrambled eggs. All right. Now we'll grab a dish. And for show, I always like to pull the shrimp up to the top so everyone sees. Nice and shrimpy. Now that our pasta's made, before we send it out, we're going to take some real Parmigiano, imported from Italy. Shave a few shaves right on it. There we are. Some parsley is finished.